Distinguished Secretary General, let me cordially welcome you. Let me cordially welcome you to St. Petersburg. Let me cordially welcome you to St. Petersburg. It's not your first time here. You have already taken part in the events of the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, but in this capacity you're visiting St. Petersburg for the first time. I'd like to note that we have established good and business-like relations with OPEC. We are working together, and I'd like to especially note the depoliticized character of OPEC activities. These activities are aimed at ensuring interests of oil-producing countries, energy-producing countries, as well as at ensuring stability of global oil energy markets overall. Thus, OPEC, headed by you, makes a significant contribution to the stability of the global economy. We agree to your forecasts that the needs for energy resources and for oil will remain at a very high level. What's the level now? 105.5 barrels per day. And this will remain at the same level. In the not-too-distant future, we agree with these assessments. Incidentally, when we were outlining our strategy for the development and our energy sector, to a large extent, we were basing our assessments on your expert assessments. And in the future, we are ready to continue our cooperation. I know that you invited Mr. Novak to another regular session to Vienna, and on our part, we will be glad to see you on the Russian Energy Week in Moscow in October. It's going to take place. I'm very glad to see you and have the opportunity to have an exchange of opinions and views with you on how our cooperation is going to evolve and the situation on the global energy market in this, I would say, very difficult times. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Mr. President, it's a great honor to be able to see you for the first time. Even before becoming Secretary General of OPEC, I have always held very high respect to you and admiration to you as a President of the Russian Federation and what you do on a global stage. And coming from a friendly country, the state of Kuwait, our leadership, as you know, also has great admiration to Your Excellency and to the Russian Federation. In terms of OPEC Plus and the cooperation we have with OPEC Plus, I would like to, on behalf of the organization and our member countries, express our gratitude and sincere thanks to you personally, Mr. President, and to your able Minister, Deputy Prime Minister Novak, who has been supporting us in preserving the stability of the market through some of the most difficult times in the past years. The cooperation with the Russian Federation has been outstanding at all levels, on the technical level, but also on the ministerial level between His Excellency, my brother, I call him my brother, by the way, my Russian brother, Mr. Novak, with all the ministers in OPEC. So we thank you, Your Excellency, for your guidance and your leadership in that front. For us, I am very happy to hear from Your Excellency the first word you mentioned about the depoliticization of OPEC. Indeed, Your Excellency, this is one of our primary and key noble objectives, that we want to depoliticize oil as a commodity and depoliticize the organization, because this organization is responsible for providing 30% of the global energy mix, which is oil. Even our forecast out to 2050, the year 2050, we still foresee that oil will dominate 30% of the energy mix. And that's why at OPEC, and with the support of the Russian Federation to preserve the stability in the market and the balance, we will incentivize investments which are required for the future demand for oil, which we see growing from this year. Now we see it at 105 million barrels per day. In 2050, we see it reaching over 120 million barrels per day, which is significant growth. For many reasons. This is the Director of Research here with me, Dr. Al-Qahtani. He is heading all our research, and I really appreciate, Your Excellency, that you are paying a lot of attention to the forecast done by our organization. This means a lot to us that Russia considers this very seriously. We are very much, this is a responsibility on my shoulder and my team, since we hear it from you, Mr. President, that you really value the research we are doing and the forecasts we are doing. One of the key things I would like to share with Your Excellency is that we have always removed ideology out of our forecasting. Unlike some of the other Western agencies that put ideology into their numbers and they cook, if I may use the term, they cook the numbers, we do not do that in OPEC.